very, very quietly. When you're having a bad dream, when you are experiencing the fear, then you are breathing very heavy. And you can see that in a person who's having the nightmares, breathing very heavy. That means they are in distress. They are trying to live, trying to survive. And so now you are learning to breathe, and you have many, many, many teachers teaching you how to breathe. The most natural thing that you can do as a human, that is the first thing that you do, is to breathe. That means you are alive.
Come through.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
And this is a word to you guys who are wanting to connect to your spirit guides. In the coming weeks and months, I'm going to be sharing more and more tips on how to connect with your spirit guides. And as you sit here with me and listen to this, you have the opportunity to begin to expand even your own sensitivity by really dropping in with me. This is what I really want to share with you, is that channeling is not just you're sitting there and watching a channeler.
Right.
Settle down. Let's slow it down right now. I'm right here with you. Instead of this, I'm right here with you like this. Let's always be from third eye to third eye. Hello.
Hello. Who am I speaking with?
You're called Baba. You can call me Baba.
Baba.
Why? You have begun to curse love. You have experienced love, but then you are cursing the love that when it is away from you, you are cursing it. You do not wish to have it back, but you at the same time are wishing to have it. You have begun to suspect all good things. You are suspecting of luck, of miracles, of love. All your religions are teaching you that you are one people. But there is conflict in that, because when you are learning about your religion, immediately you are, in a sense, separating yourself from others. So there is a conflicting information for you. That conflicting information is that God is one or God is many. God is you. God come in the form of a man or in nature. You have ancestors, you have the prophets, you have the deities. And all are reflecting an aspect of this consciousness that you are. You have begun to trust fear. Fear is always there for you. When you look for it, you find it. When you don't look for it, you discover it. You stumble across it, because it is almost as if it is some sort of monument, permanent structure that you have on the landscape of yourself, and that you cannot avoid it, like an ocean or a mountain or the soil beneath your feet. Every day that you trust, there will be air for you to breathe. Those who cannot breathe, they have the problem of the breathing. When you are very worried, you cannot catch your breath. You are breathing very heavy, so that means that you are trying to live. You are struggling to live. And what does it mean that you are struggling to live? Are the cells very damaged that they cannot receive the oxygen? Or is it you that is controlling the flow of that air? Because the lungs, they do not need so much air to breathe. When you are sleeping, how much air are you taking into your body? Very, very quietly. When you are having a bad dream, when you are experiencing the fear, then you are breathing very heavy. And you can see that in a person who's having the nightmares, breathing very heavy. That means they are in distress. They are trying to live, trying to survive. And so now you are learning to breathe, and you have many, many, many teachers teaching you how to breathe. The most natural thing that you can do as a human, that is the first thing that you do, is to breathe. That means you are alive. And so now you are learning to breathe. You have to relearn how to breathe, because even the breathing, due to what you think is real, what you think is your destiny, that if there is fear, then there will be destruction. And so you begin to believe this. You look for the fear, it is there. You search for love, it is very hard to find it. Why is that? It's so easy to find the fear, so challenging to find love. That is because you are love and you are not fear. Fear is a thing that is separate from you. That is why when you look for it or you stumble across it, it is there. But you are love itself. It is like trying to see under your nose without a mirror. You cannot see here. No matter how hard you try, that part you cannot see because it is what you are. And so, because your attention has gone to fear, you oftentimes surrender to the fear because that is what you see as real, separate from you, in front of you, coming at you. But in your greatest moments of joy and peace, what are you doing? You're surrendering. You meet a person who you are feeling love for. You see a child, you see a plant, you taste something. It is returning you, reminding you. Music reminds you to see art, reminds you to see the mountain, reminds you of that which you are. But that is an automatic feeling that is happening inside of you. That is not something that is conscious. You are trying to feel it. It immediately affects you. It resonates with you. So that is why the music of creation, Om. Om is the sound of the universe. It is what it is, the vibration that you can feel also. Because when you are saying Om or you are chanting, it is not only that you are chanting a sacred sound, but it is a vibration, you are feeling it in the physical body. And that is why you yourself are love. It is harder to understand yourself. Very much like when you are hearing your voice recorded for the first time. Then you listen back to that, and you hear your voice, and you say, that is not me. You do not sound like yourself. Not to you. But every other voice on that recording sounds like the other person. But to you, it does not sound like you. And that is because you are within it. You cannot have that perspective because it is not separate from you. At that moment when it is recorded, you have a separation. The voice is captured on this recording and you can listen back to it. But when you are speaking, what it sounds like to you, what it feels like to be you, that is in completely uniform experience. It is all one.